ఏడుకొండలవాడ వెంకటరమణ గోవింద గోవింద ఆపద ముక్కులవాడ నాథరక్షక గోవింద గోవింద.
Om Namo Venkatesaya. So after the booking of 300 rupees darshan tickets and Sarva darshan tickets, I hope all of you are little relaxed now. So you have let out a huge sigh of relief. So I thought I should share this particular information with you regarding how to worship Tirumala. That is a procedure to worship Tirumala. This was actually in my mind for a very long time. I was trying to compile a lot of small information and also deliver the video as short as possible, because both tasks together was actually very difficult. Now I have tried to do that, so I hope this video is informative as well as interesting to you all. So one particular subscriber actually asked me to compile this particular video, so this is dedicated to that subscriber who actually motivated me to give this video first. So let me start off without dragging too long. So first thing, you might have traveled from different places and you might have some plans to visit Tirumala. So what should you actually do? Initially, you should first worship Padmavati Devi in Tiruchanur, Alamelumangapuram Padmavati Devi. Why we generally worship Alamelumangapuram Padmavati first is because generally in many Vishnu temples for that matter, Devi is worshipped first. Lakshmi Devi is worshipped first and then it is followed by Lord Vishnu. If you go to a Shivan temple or Shiva temple, the Shiva Lingam is worshipped first, followed by Parvati Devi. So in a Vishnu temple, Lakshmi Devi is generally worshipped first. As far as Tirumala is concerned, Lakshmi Devi is in Tiruchanur in the form of Padmavati. So Padmavati Devi should be worshipped first, then followed by Balaji actually. And it is also there is another belief that Goddess Lakshmi recommends to Vishnu about the devotee who is actually visiting her first. She recommends to Vishnu to fulfill the prayers of the particular devotee. There is also a belief like this. So first Tiruchanur is worshipped, and if you are of an age where you can walk along a lot of distance, please choose footpath, Padayatra, footpath. Okay, you may either choose Alipiri or Srivari Mettu. Okay, regarding Srivari Mettu, there is a small story. After the marriage happened between Lord Venkateshwara and Goddess Padmavati, the people who actually conducted the marriage told Venkateshwara Swami, you are not supposed to travel to Tirumala for at least 6 months. You are supposed to stay back downhill for at least 6 months. So Venkateshwara, at the end of the 6th month, he walked to Tirumala through Srivari Mettu. So nowadays, since Alipiri footpath is closed, we use Srivari Mettu as an option to travel to Tirumala. But Srivari Mettu is the route where Lord Venkateshwara himself travelled from downhill to uphill. So it is such a divine route. And about Alipiri, there is a story. Every day after Ekanta Seva is where we put the Lord to sleep. After Ekanta Seva is over, the Lord gets down through Alipiri route. He leaves his chappal or his paduka, his footwear, in Padala Venkateshwara Swami temple, which is down the hill near Alipiri, which is downhill. He leaves his footwear there and then he goes to meet Padmavati at Tiruchanur. So Alipiri is a route where God himself, he comes down every day. He travels through Alipiri route to meet goddess Padmavati in Tiruchanur. So both are very very divine actually. So one is not supreme over the other. So both are very very divine route. You can choose either Srivari Mettu or Alipiri. And refrain from wearing chappals or refrain from wearing your footwear while traveling through footpath. Please don't wear your slippers, because once Annamacharya, I shall share the story of Annamacharya in a different video, in a detailed video about him, but this is a small portion which I would like to share, because speaking about footpath and speaking about not wearing footwear during the travel to Tirumala, Annamacharya once he travelled from downhill to uphill using his footwear, wearing his footwear, and goddess Padmavati came before him and told him he would be able to complete his journey only when he removes his footwear and continue his journey. But because he was actually resting, he was too tired, he was resting in a place, and goddess Padmavati appeared before Annamacharya, and she told the entire mountain is Salagramam stone. Salagramam is such a divine stone which we use in puja. So the entire mountain is Lord Venkateshwara. Please don't wear chappals while climbing the hills. So I request everybody not to wear footwear while climbing the hills. Not only while climbing the hills, anywhere on Tirumala hills. Please keep Tirumala hills as neat as possible. Don't spit anywhere. I have seen people spitting here and there. Please don't spit. Please keep it as clean as possible. Please don't wear your footwear while roaming around Tirumala, because you might go to adjacent places, like probably you may go for a darshan, or you may go to Japali, or you may go to Venugopala Swami Mandir. You may go to many places, but don't wear your slippers. Avoid wearing your slippers. That's what I would say. Slippers is of course your convenience, but if you are not able to bear the scorching heat, probably you may be tempted to wear, but entire mountain is Lord Venkateshwara. So it is advised not to wear your slippers. So I was talking about going from downhill to uphill through footpath. Once you reach the Tirumala hills, you have to take a dip in Pushkarani. Pushkarani is the tirtha that is available near Varaha Swami. Of course, due to corona reasons, all the tirthas are closed for pilgrims to bathe actually. But Pushkarani is a holy water which Lord Garuda brought from Vaikuntham. Vaikunta is a place where Lord Vishnu resides. So Lord Garuda brought this Pushkarani waters from Vaikunta, and so it is one of the Sapta Tirthas, the 7 Tirthas. Pushkarani is such a divine Tirtha. So once you reach Tirumala, it is advised that you take a dip in Pushkarani. Once you bathe in Pushkarani, have a darshan of Varaha Swami. The entire Tirumala is known as Adi Varaha Kshetra. It belongs to Varaha Swami. Varaha Swami is the landlord. So he donated the land to Tirumala Venkateshwara Swami so that he can bless the devotees during Kali Yuga. So Venkateshwara Swami promised to Varaha Swami that every first bell or a first Naivedyam or any offering for that matter would be first done to Varaha Swami, then it is done to Venkateshwara Swami. This practice is followed even now. Any offering for that matter, any food or any Naivedyam is done to Varaha Swami first. Then then it is offered to Venkateshwara Swami. So such is the importance of Varaha Swami. So we have to pay the first respect to Varaha Swami once we reach Tirumala. So this is Adi Varaha Kshetra. So after he killed Hiranyaksha, Varaha Swami resided in Tirumala. So this is the story behind Varaha Swami. And after visiting Varaha Swami temple, after offering your prayers to Varaha Swami, you can go and visit Tirumala Balaji. And then you can visit all the adjacent places, Venugopala Swami Mandir or Akasha Ganga, Papa Vinasam, wherever you want to go, you can go and visit. But this is the procedure which you're supposed to follow in while actually worshipping Tirumala hills. And one more thing, see, you may have a different plan actually, you may not, but you may actually try to visit Tiruchanur first, but unfortunately circumstances may force you to visit Balaji first. That is not at all a problem. Ensure that you complete visiting all the deities, but this is the procedure and this is the order that is to be followed. It doesn't matter if due to unforeseen circumstances the order in which you visit the temples are changed. And I forgot to mention, Varaha Swami temple is under renovation. It is under Balalayam, so pilgrims cannot visit Varaha Swami as of now. So just remember the procedure to be followed. So I hope everything, the corona and everything, restores your normalcy very soon, so that you can at least once in your lifetime you can visit Tirumala in the order it should be actually visited. So this is just an information which I would like to share. In case due to unforeseen circumstances during your visit, if the order is jumbled, don't worry, it doesn't matter. At least plan your journey in a way that it can be visited in this order. So thank you. Hope my information is interesting. I hope my video is informative also. So let me meet you in another divine journey. Thank you for watching. Let me know your feedback. Om Namo Venkatesaya.